It's 1980 and I just moved into a new town. Well, it's not a new town. The town itself is old, like any other town, I suppose. But it was new to me. And there were some sights to see. Wow, look at that. A dog in a coffee house. Can you imagine that?
Well, I don't have to. The dog's right there in black and white. Look out, there might be 100 more of them.
I wonder sometimes what it's like to be a dog. Freedom.
Yes. That's one way of looking at it. Perhaps you need to be trained.
I just need a bone. Or to be loved. Or both.
I think you would make a good husband if you were to ever grow up.
I might like life better as a husband. A father? Yeah. Hey, what kind of a dog do you think that is?
It's 30 years later. 37, to be exact. The year now is 2017. I meet the same guy, Doug, at the same coffee house.
To love is nothing. To be loved is something.
Yes, we've been married. Why do you always speak in cliches? Like a fortune cookie.
We used to love Chinese restaurants.
No, we love Chinese food, not Chinese restaurants. You'd always get takeout. You never wanted to stay in the actual restaurant. Yes, we've been divorced.
I enjoyed watching TV, that's right, with the game on. And so we would sit there in front of the TV on the couch and we'd eat General Shao's chicken.
On a Friday night. We couldn't even go out to eat on a Friday night.
Basketball season and hockey. The best games were on Friday night. So we'd sit there and cuddle and watch the game.
You'd have your hands on the remote more than you would on me.
And it would be a fun time. General Shao's chicken, man, what a dish.
Totally disgusting, fattening, full of MSG and soy sauce and God knows what else. If I was lucky, I'd get a quickie during halftime. And then you'd be eating fortune cookies by yourself.
You know, they don't call it halftime in hockey because there are 3 periods. See, how can you call it halftime when there's 3 parts of it? It's not half. That'd be a third time. And that just doesn't sound right. The good old days. Why did we get divorced anyway?
Because I don't love you. I think you're a lousy man, a neglectful lover, and overdue on alimony.
Yeah. And I never really had a good job.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, most of the time, your paycheck from Avon kept us afloat.
Mm-hmm.
How are the kids?
They're fully grown. They haven't seen you or even heard from you in years. They spend a lot of time with their friends. They can't even stand me. I'm their mother. It breaks my heart.
Ah, kids. You know, with the video games.
So, what else is going on, Doug?
Well, I've come to the conclusion that life is not so bad after all.
Really?
Yeah. For a while after I contemplated suicide, I was pretty depressed. But then I got over it.
Why the change?
Yoga.
Well, that's good. That's very good. Aren't you going to ask me how I am?
Not really. Well, I guess so.
Then ask.
Okay. Okay. How are you?
Not good.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
When you lose love.
Memory becomes your partner. Your mother used to say that. She was speaking about your father. But she could have been speaking about you and me.
That's really quite a cold thing to say, Carol. Would you like a coffee?
I've had enough. I want you to know how much you hurt me. How much you hurt both me and our children. Our innocent children.
I think I get it. It hasn't been easy, you know? Living with this guilt, these feelings. You still have it?
Of course. It's what brought us together in the first place.
It's 1980 again. I wish I could just stay in 1980. My life was so much simpler then. About as complex as a Rubik's Cube. No, you think I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. A Rubik's Cube was simple. Do you know how I beat it? I'd carefully remove the colored stickers off the cubes, and then I'd rearrange them however I saw fit. Never twisted aside. Might I challenge you to a game?
Of course. What are you doing?
I don't like to compete. You know, the Native Americans, they play basketball, but they don't keep score. It's a very Zen style of thinking that I'm looking to acquire.
Fascinating.
I'm thinking of seeing the new Star Wars movie, The Empire Strikes Back.
Oh.
From what I understand, there's a puppet involved. Would you like to attend with me?
A puppet.
We had a great time. You never really know what a woman's like until you've seen a movie with her. For instance, where does a woman like to sit in the theater? Now, if a woman lets a man sit where he wants to, then that's a good woman. I like to sit on the side, left side, towards the back, but in the seat on the cusp of the middle aisle. That's because I'm left-handed, and this seating lends itself to my perspective, how I usually like it. We saw the movie, and then we came back to our place, the coffee house.
Well, I thought it was quite complex. Yoda represented God, and Luke was Jesus. And Darth Vader, well, he must have been Satan.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of this one took place in the swamp. I didn't like it as much as the other one. I guess that's the end of that.
Oh. So you didn't enjoy it?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I enjoyed the company, your company.
You seemed uncomfortable.
It was the seating.
Your seat was bad?
No. The seat itself was fine. Where we sat.
We sat right in the middle of the theater.
Yeah. Too many people.
Well, it's a very popular film.
I don't like being the center of attention. Do you?
So, where do you think your life is taking you?
I'd like to be happy, I suppose. Maybe try some acting. Or a regular job. Not sure, though, what I would be good at.
Maybe writing. You have a way with words.
I think my father looked down upon writing.
Why is that?
He thought the newspaper was too expensive. He thought words should be free. And what would you like to do with your life?
I'd like to own a shop and run it with my daughters.
You have daughters? Already? You're so young.
Someday. Not now, when I have them.
Oh, that's a nice thing. What kind of shop? Donuts? A bakery? Something pleasant?
Flowers. Perhaps a nice flower shop or a beauty salon. Someplace nice where people can talk.
Yeah. That sounds good. We should see another movie.
There's nothing else playing that I want to see. Let's just get coffee again.
Okay.
And coffee again became 37 years. Come and gone. We had 3 children, Elizabeth, Greg, and Annie. He wasn't a good father, but he was their father. It's 2017. Now, there's Christmas, and before that, Thanksgiving. And there's the 4th of July. And, wait, there's Halloween.
Slow down. Oh, is that Annie?
No, it's Elizabeth. That's Annie.
No. I always got them confused.
I know. I hated it. Look, Annie's taller.
Doesn't make any sense that she's taller.
Why not?
She's the younger one. How did she get to be taller?
And here's Greg. He's divorced now.
Greg? My son? Divorced?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Cycle never ends. What did he do wrong?
Nothing. It just happens. He and his wife, they just grew apart. But they're still on good terms.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. It can be. They have 2 kids, you know. Did you know that? Two young children.
You didn't tell me. You mean I'm a grandfather?
Yes, you have been. For years.
I should have bought gifts. What do I get them? How old are they?
6 and 3. 2 girls.
I have granddaughters. I'm so proud.
I'll buy you a coffee.
Coffee always reminds me of a better time. 1980, when I actually wanted to be awake. You see, these kids these days, they just don't get it. There used to be a time, books, newspapers, conversation. Now it's tweet this, tweet that. No thank you. 1980. Do you ever think there'll be a time when people don't go to movies? When people just stay at home and read books? Like maybe when people get tired of other people telling them what to do or what to think or how to feel about a particular subject. Maybe then people will stop going to movies.
No, I don't think that's what it's about at all. I don't think movies make people feel one way or another. It allows a catharsis for them to feel how they already want to. It just gives them a reason, a start to a conversation. What they do from there is up to them. I love the movies. And the theater, I love it even more.
Why?
I love to see the breath. I love to see the movement, the actors, and the way they talk. It's all so real to me. It's beyond real.
It's a little more than a facade. It's not the way life is supposed to be.
It's more than what it is. When it's on stage, it's better, bigger. Sometimes I've thought about writing this musical about these flowers that come to life in a flower shop. Flowers come to life and sing songs to the customers.
And you want to have children. You want to write a musical about flowers and have a family? That's very ambitious. There's only so many hours in the day.
You would have to be with the right man. Otherwise, it's a waste of time.
Does the right man exist?
I hope so. But my mother, he existed. My father existed. He was a great man.
What did he do?
He raised us, and he was hospitalized recently. He'll never walk again.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's okay. He's a proud man. I'm the baby. I have a sister almost 20 years older than me. And my dad has done so much in his life. He says now we owe it to him to cater to him for a little while.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Will you do that?
I will do whatever it takes to make his last few years enjoyable.
You're a good daughter.
And your family? Are you close?
I prefer not to say.
Why?
It makes me cold and aloof to say how I really feel about my family.
I won't judge you.
You won't?
It's not in my nature.
My father was abusive. He just never was around. And when he was, we wished he wasn't. My stepfather, he was okay. But he died young. And now it's just me. I more or less stick to myself.
That's sad, but understandable. You're doing what's best for you.
I can only maintain myself as a best friend. I learned the hard way not to count on others for anything. But this is this life. Maybe the next one will be better.
Do you believe in the afterlife?
That and so much more.
Sometimes it's important to think about a little about what it really takes to make happiness, to make a family. It takes a husband, it takes children, but it takes time. It takes time to make the right choice. I don't know if I did that. I don't think I did.
What do I do now that I have grandchildren? Who do I call?
You already had grandchildren. You just didn't know it.
But now, well, you're right. But now I know, what do I do?
What would you like to do?
Tell somebody. My wife.
But that would be me, and we're divorced.
Right. Right. These poor girls, they're growing up without a grandfather.
That's not true. There's Bob. Bob is their grandfather.
Who's Bob? Are you dating a guy named Bob?
No. Bob is the girl's grandfather. He's their mother's father, remember?
Yeah. And Bob, is he a good guy?
Yes. He's very good.
How good?
Very good. He's nice.
And he does grandfatherly things?
And what would that be?
Buys them things, I suppose. Takes them places.
Yeah, he does that. He does all of that. Oh, the zoo is a place he takes them.
Overpriced place that is. It should be free to see an animal. Buy a dog, give a dog a home. That is a real thing you can do for an animal. Every good dog deserves a home. That's what I've always said.
You never said that.
Well, I just did.
The girls have been asking for a puppy. You could buy them one. It would make a good impression.
You can't just buy a kid a puppy. That is very expensive. I mean, it's very calculated. And it puts on a certain expectation. Here he is. Now you have to raise this forever. It's very presumptuous. You just don't do that to somebody, especially a grandchild, especially girls.
Well, I'll tell Bob to pick up one if you don't want to.
God damn it. What kind of a puppy do they want?
Use your imagination.
Well, here I am. A new guy in a new town. But it's not new to me. Girl of my dreams. But it's not a dream, it's my life. And I've been sleeping. What was that type of dog? That type of puppy dog from so long ago?
A Dalmatian.